And even to this day, I feel like it's still stigmatized for you to talk about. That's why I like readily talk about it. I have anxiety and depression because I feel like if people can talk about like, oh, I have a heart condition, that's why I couldn't uh, run, or I have some, other condition. It doesn't have like when they tell us that,
Mm-hmm.
our automatic response is like, oh, I need to make sure that they're comfortable and that I don't make them feel alienated, right? But
Yeah.
then it's different when you're talking about mental stuff because people try to then start to like back away. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
wait a second. And to me, I'm like, this, like, I think that it should change slowly. And I want to be like, I don't know that we can affect so many people, but if one person's listening to this right now, like, you know,
And
and
it helps
to,
them,
yeah,
even if
it,
it's
it-
just for a
yeah,
moment. It's those little building blocks.
yeah.
Like,
And yeah, and I'm very excited to meet the people that are playing my game because I know for sure like they're all going to be really interesting. I have a very dark, as in really dark, memories about mental health. Like not about me, but another family member. And I don't
mm,
think I'd be ever ready to talk about it publicly. I don't even think that I've talked to my partner about it. Maybe like casually, but because it's so dark, right? Like, and because we're talking about like the stigma, right?
yeah.
That's why I'm like, no, I don't think the world is ready for that. Maybe one day when I truly don't care what other people think about me. But I'm still in that phase where like, sure, I don't care. I'm gonna do whatever I want, but at the same time, like I don't want people to be scared or like have
Yeah.
thoughts of like I'm in danger.
I think maybe it's just it takes time to process things and like to articulate your, like I said, we're both emotional sponges,
Mm,
so it's probably something that you haven't really felt confident enough to articulate to be able to speak
mm.
on it without like bringing bringing other people down,
Hmm.
like not
And, and
finding
and
a
it should
right.
be easy. It should be
Yeah,
easy because it didn't happen to me, right? It didn't happen to me. But
but it still
also,
affected you.
yeah, it I feel like I'm gonna make a lot of people look bad. And it's anyway, it's
It's
just it's not a normal situation. Like if anything, like it just reminds me of the show X Files,
yeah.
kind of like that situation. But
Taboo situation, but I
yes,
think maybe
yes,
as time passes, it'll become less taboo.
yeah, I hope
Not
so.
maybe less taboo,
I
but
hope
more
so.
easier to navigate, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, I hope so. Yeah, it's just one of those things that you never forget as a child that you've
Mm-hmm.
seen and experienced and witnessed. To me, that's probably why I gravitate so much towards people who are hurting because I've felt so much of that, even if it wasn't happening to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, and it's always a cause for concern because my partner's family, I mean, they're very supportive, but sometimes they do joke like, how sure are we that you're not gonna kill our son in his sleep?
Yeah.
Like
I
coming up
get it.
with this card game.
I get it, especially because like I feel it a lot. It's something I think the closest I can relate. It's probably not the same situation as yours, but the closest
Mm,
that I can relate is the no contact thing. I went no contact with my mom at the age of 18, and I
mm,
had always known it was going to be that way. But when
mm,
I did it, there was not as many people talking about it as like I see now, and that was
mm,
like I was never really a social media person. I didn't really want to get on TikTok, but once I did, like, and I started seeing like more people talking about, hey, I went no contact because of this. It made me feel more comfortable. So I'm not like
mm,
if I don't really talk about it a whole lot on my channel because I don't want to be like I try and make people smile, or I
Right,
post
right.
dumb reviews, but I'm not as ashamed of it now, like talking to somebody face to face
Mhm.
about it. But it's
Yeah.
still like people still have that weird stigma about like what's so wrong with you that your family isn't around you, or like when I'm around other people's families, like I feel like they have this air about me, about
Mhm.
like maybe I won't care about them as much because I don't have as big a family support system as they're used to, and
Mhm.
it's not like that.